Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming out here. It's midday money on a Tuesday, September the 10th. Welcome on into the show. It's a little early today because I wanted to get to the contests. We got a continuation. 4 people continuing on to next week. Gas Station Sushi, Ryan Page, our guy. Not Geoengineering, our other Geo, Skarimba. I'm probably butchering his name. Sorry there, Geo. And Richie P. All move on to the new week. I will post the games in case they're here early. These are the games. First of all, hit the like button here on the YouTube channel. No poll questions. They give me a follow on the X World. So we have a 4-way tie in the contest. These will be the games we'll be looking at. Again, we'll pop them up when these guys show up. So they have till Thursday to get the games in. So you got today, Wednesday. If we do the late show Wednesday night, the looky heads, 2 day ahead for the Look At Lines. It's like a preview for the Look At Line show with the Week 3 NFLs coming out. Again, Gas Station Sushi, Ryan Page, Richie P, and Geo. I don't want to say your name. It's not Geoengineering. It's the other Geo. When he pops in, I'll pronounce his name correctly. I'm sorry, fella. I'm sorry. Let's talk some picks today. We'll put them in the chat because it is Teaser Tuesday as well. Teaser Tuesday as well as Contest Day. Picks in the chat for today. Just like, you know what? I didn't even put them on. I didn't even post them on the Twitter world. I did not. Wow. I forgot to do my thing. I was doing my winner circle. Me and Grogu Chipper for picks today. And I did not make a post on the X World. And I didn't even add the Twitter and the Twitters. I didn't even add the teasers in. I'll do that now, though. So let me do that as I type. There's nobody watching anyway. Come in early. Nobody's going to show up. Everybody's setting their time frames with me here. Oh, there we go. We got that in the chat. We got it scrolling. There we go. Teaser Tuesdays as well. I'll put that in the comments section if anybody shows up. There we go. And then I'll roll these up here on the X World for Teaser Tuesday. We are 2-0 with college football Teaser Tuesdays, 0-1 with NFL Teaser Tuesdays. We'll see how we do this week. And just like that, we are out in the X World. All right. Richie P's in the chat. Richie P. I'm going to get to the football contest because you advanced with 4 other people. But let's just do a recap for yesterday here. 160 and 182. We took a 2-0 day here in the video with Major League Baseball. We're down 925. Mets and KC over. We're back on this KC over 8.5. 2-1 day on the site. Crazy Mr. Numbers is like, oh, yeah, how you feeling about the Royals? Listen, I went 2-1 with my picks, Mr. Numbers. I'm happy going 2-1. I don't understand. We're plus $2,300 on the sites for the year in Major League Baseball. I'll take a 2-1 day. No Ruby props today. We go 3-3 yesterday. Pick up $75 there. 162.52. Losing record, but we're up 2,195. Not too shabby. 7-1 in college football plus 645. Nothing as of now for the college football picks. Teaser Tuesday picks, though. We do have Teaser Tuesdays. They are scroll. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They are scrolling underneath. They will be in a second. We got them on the screen, though, for Teaser Tuesday. So enjoy the Teaser Tuesday there. College football 2-0 in Teaser Tuesday. And 0-1 in the NFL Teaser Tuesday. 10-point teasers, courtesy of DK, minus 120 spots here. So I'll be looking at the Memphis Tigers plus 16.5. Purdue Boilermakers get the call here, a plus 20. And the Colorado State, listen, we're not taking it up. We're ramming it up here, Colorado State. We're not taking Colorado. Plus 17.5. Colorado's going to outscore somebody by 3 scores on a road. All righty. Go with that one. Team Dion. See how that works out for you. NFL, we did drop last week's 2. We go 2-1, but listen, that does not butter the biscuit 2-1. It's like the parlays 2-1. It doesn't win. We need 3-0. Cowboys, but these are all, we're taking some homies today. We're rolling with the nomies. Cowboys plus 3.5. Chiefs plus 4. Texans plus 3.5. I thought about moving some to zeros, more dogs. I'm taking home dogs here. 3 home dogs. That's what we'll call them. And as the chat likes to say, what could possibly go wrong taking 3 home dogs? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We'll find out what goes wrong. Richie P, Ryan Page, Gas Station Sushi, and Gio Scarabelli. You move on in the contest. There's the picks. There's Richie P hitting the like button. What are the picks? All right, Richie P. These are the games this week. And again, it's just the 4 of you to move on because you all went 3-1. Bills on Thursday night, 2-49. Arizona College football Friday, plus 7.52 at K-State. Memphis plus 6.52 at Florida State Saturday. Bears, Texans Sunday night, 6.5 and 45.5. And the Falcons, Eagles Monday Night Football, 6.5 and 8.47. There you go. There you go, Richie P. So you're involved in that. You and 4 others for the Richard Todd jersey. And speaking of Richard Todd, boy, the Jets look like absolute dog doo-doo last night. Bet boy Tony C, 4-0 to ASA. Excellent for you. Yankees run line, a few props from last night's NFL game. Let's keep it rolling. I did my little live show on Winner's Circle. And, Michael B came in. He's like, oh. I'm like, Mike, where you been for the last year? I've been doing Winner's Circle with Russ and Jesse for 2 years, and I've been hosting it for the last 2 months since Russ and Jesse went to Wager Talk. So I did a little live show last night. I gave out some props, Tony C, and we hit a few of them. What do you got today? Cubbies money line. Listen, let's go Cubbies. I was thinking we'd be in a tough bind here, but the Dodgers pitching is collapsing. I got them on the hill. I don't hate this. I don't hate taking the Cubby dog. Who's pitching for the Dodgers right now? I mean, this Dodger team's got pitcher problems. And I said at the beginning of the year, Tony C, I was like, everybody wants to love the Dodgers. Oh, it's Betts, Ohtani, and Freeman, 3 MVPs. Well, that's good. 3 MVPs, and then what? It's like Judge and Soto, then what? Who's on the hill? Miller, Knack, Brazier, Rapolsky. I mean, the Dodgers got some major problems. Look at it. Look at the pitching. Stone out. Kershaw out. Ryan out. Glasnow out. May out. Yamamoto out. Sheehan out. Gosselin out. Nobody signed Urias. I even finished those games. I was just pumped up about the Cubs, maybe still catching my win total. Phillies on the run line. Bradley and Suarez, huh? I mean, I'm not going to plus 125. We could do that. Mets money line again. I had the Mets yesterday, pulled one out. Listen, the Mets are hot. The Mets are going to make the playoffs. Where are the Earls? Mets are making the playoffs, folks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable run for the Mets. Under was Bruto. And hello. Yeah, brutal under there. Richard B shaking his head. King D's in the house. Michael B. No clue that I was on Winner's Circle for the last 2 years. Come on, Mike. Ryan Page, Phillies, Mets, Dodgers, and the Braves. Phillies laying a sizable 160 to Tampa Bay here today. The Mets sure. Dodgers, no thank you. I mean, no way the Dodgers could lose, right? I mean, come on. They got Ohtani. They can't lose. 156 favorite Yamamoto off the DL. Cubbies, baby. Cubbies win again. I love it. Braves. Braves playing right out of the playoffs. Playing themselves right out of the playoffs, Ryan. Ryan, you are in the contest. You went 4-1. Richie P 4-1. Gas Station Sushi 4-1. And Geo 4-1. Not our Geo Engineering, the other Geo. So the picks, there you go. Thursday night game, Friday night game, Saturday game, Sunday night, Monday night, Ryan. Here he is. Gio Scarimbalo. I butchered your name earlier. I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, so I tried to. Gio, Ryan, Richie P, and Gas Station Sushi, all 4-1 in last week's contest. We roll it to the new week. Rolling it to the new week, and here you are with the new week games. Gio's here, Ryan, Richie P. 3 out of the 4 are here. Here are the games. You're all here. When Gas Station Sushi shows up, he'll be told the games. Here are the games. I'm going to leave them up here for a bit here for you to see, because Ryan and Gio just typed in about a minute or two ago. So I know you're in the chat. Ryan, Gio, Richie P. These are the games. Just you guys and Gas Station Sushi when he shows up. You cashed on the Niners, a 4-1 week. We roll it to week 2 or week 3. We continue on. Bills, Arizona, Friday night game. Memphis, Florida State. Bears, Falcons. Here you go. Here you go. Gas Station Sushi, Ryan Page, Richie P, and Giovanni Scarambola. There you go. There you go. You are the 4 that move on. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Let's see where else we're in the thing. Michael B. Jets under. And the Jets. Yeah. Terrible. And I'll tell you what, I don't like the Jets or Niners this week on a short week being favorites on the road. KC bullpen, terrible. Reds moneyline, KC team total got there, and then the prop saved me. Debo anytime plus 180. Lazard 6-1. Yes. Rogers pick all got there. Winners there. I'll be doing today at 2 o'clock. I'm waiting for Dan's Rants would come in every once in a while with Jesse. Jesse did a show with Dan's Rants. He come in more on the Winner Circle channel with me, Jesse, and Ross, but I think he's popped in here a couple times. So he does a show. I'm going to pop on with him 2 o'clock. I think we're talking NFL this week for the upcoming weekend. Dodgers run lines are freaking lock. I don't care if it's me on the hill. And yes, showing they have pitching problems, he still be right here. That team doesn't have pitching or hitting problems. Listen, you want to take a guy. Please read the entire comment. I'm reading it. Dodgers run line is a lock. So the pen is out for T-Money's lock. Those of you, last time T-Money had a lock, it was the Ravens on Thursday night. How'd that work out for T-Money? Dodgers run line lock. You love to see it. You love to see a lock where they're facing a left-handed pitcher who is sporting a great season. No complaints from the Imana backers. A nice 7, coming off a 7-inning, no hits allowed, 7 strikeout performance. Not too shabby there. 9 runs in 6 starts in August. Not too bad. I mean, the guy's one bad start. He's given up. How many runs he's given up this year? 51 runs. Not too bad. 51 runs in 150 innings. But here come the Dodgers. Lock of the year on a guy coming off the injured list. What could possibly go wrong? Can someone tell me? What team doesn't have pitching or hitting problems? It's one of those seasons. Here's the thing, though. And I said this at the beginning of the year with the Dodgers team on, and you know this. It's a 3-man lineup as much as the Yankees are a 2-man lineup. And your pitching staff was full of 5-inning guys that have injury problems. So do I want to run to bet a guy coming off the injured list, number one? Probably not. Probably not. And I'm going to see how he did in the minors. Let's see how he did in his rehab. It's been out since June the 15th. In the minors, 2 games, 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, a homer, 2 walks, 5 Ks. I mean, not terrible, I guess. 3 runs in 4 innings. I guess it could be worse. So we're running to bet the Dodgers with a guy who's pitched 4 innings, coming off a game where the bullpen comes in and pitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 innings of work. Excuse me. 4 innings of work. 4 innings of work. The good news is that the guys who came in who gave up, 5 runs, maybe they don't pitch today. I guess is that the handicap here we're thinking there, T-Money, with this lock of the day here? This nice lock. I mean, Dodgers run line, plus 133. At least it's plus money. At least you got that going on today. Timothy Butler, second base, a double, 330. He's on an 18-game hitting streak. So you're talking Lawrence Butler to get a double at plus 330. Is this a double or 2 bases? There's Gio. I already mentioned Gio is moving on. Michael B says, the thing that stinks about football is we have to wait for more, nothing but baseball. But Contender Series said, you got to wait 2 days for football. 2 days. Take the Dodgers off. I don't want anything. Well, T-Money thinks they're a lock today. You are tied. You're in the contest. You, Richie P, Giovanni, and Gas Station Sushi. Dodgers, Yanks, Phillies can win it all, fitting alone, and the backs acting like a little facey, but so is for nobody else. Why do you leave the Padres off this? I have no problem leaving the Orioles off because the Orioles are down to 1 pitcher. They're down to 1 pitcher, so they're not going to put. At least the Yanks, you think Cole would pitch a little better, and then it's a crapshoot with Gill if he holds on. Rodon. I don't know why you don't have Houston in here. Why wouldn't you put Houston in here? Gio says it's a hard one. Nah, we'll be all right. Seattle -3 at even versus the Patriots. Just take the under. Take the under, Patriots. Mr. Hill's in the house. Take the under in that game. We're on Mexico for the W. Nothing on the waiver wire looks good. We move up on priority based on usage. Already got Chargers D for this week off waivers. I'll drop Cincy for the following week's defense. Yes. Yeah. Anything. We'll just take who's ever Carolina playing if it's available. Maybe whoever the Patriots are playing as well, I think is probably worth a shot. The Cleveland Guardians today, huh? Lively, 224. Listen, do I want to lay 140 run line? Right. Lakaduta Key says the Browns plus 155. Deshaun Watson off losing his father, my best friend. Week 1 was tough as I faded the Browns. I like them against the Jags in a bounce back. I've already bet the Jaguars. I didn't like anything I saw about the Browns. And I had the Browns myself. But just looking at last year, the defense was horrendous on the road. I thought the Jags were going to battle here versus the Dolphins and give them a little run. People forget the Jags were last year's kind of flavor. People thought the Jags were a playoff Super Bowl contender. What do you see out of the Browns? I know his father passed away, but he's garbage. He's been garbage even last year. And I gave him the benefit of that because he didn't play for a year suspended. He only played half a year. He's complaining his arm hurts. I should probably change my last name. Scarambola. No, I don't mind a Scarambola, but I just don't want to, I butcher everybody's name. And I just, if I say Geo, because I got Geo written with a Geo this way, and then I got Geo with the E for geoengineering. So I didn't want to butcher it. My name is Markel, saying, I'm Michael Bay. I cannot believe how Niners just ran over the Jets defense. Did I say about the Jets defense? And you could say, well, the Jets didn't score any points. The Jets defense was blaming Zach Wilson. The offense again. Offense is still the problem, but, you got a Hall of Famer back there now that you want it. You couldn't stop a bloody nose. Defense. Ravens minus 14 and the Chargers first half. Ravens, would you buy that up to a 14 spot? You could have had a minus 7 money on Markel 2 weeks ago when I told you to take them on the first look at lines. They were a 7. Now you're laying a 14. He gets. Timothy's coming in. Oh no, you're not in. You didn't move on, Tim. You're not in it. You're not in the contest. Not in the contest. Gas station sushi. Ryan, Gio, and Richie Pay move on. Chiefs team total over. Now is this a over? It was 3.5 when we did the looky ahead last Wednesday. And I told you on Thursday before the game between the Ravens and Chiefs, I said, take the Chiefs, take the Ravens. Either way, these lines are going to move. One team's going to be the sky's falling. The other team's the best thing since sliced bread. Take it now before the lines move. It was 7-3. Now we have 9 and 6.5. Tigers 3 back. Somehow, Detroit has, but is it just Detroit here? Because you have Minnesota's in a slump. Kansas City, like they go in their little 5-game win streaks. Baltimore and the Yanks are pretty much locked in. I mean, unless the Orioles really collapse. I mean, they're 6 games ahead, 5.5 ahead. So it's really going to come down. Does KC hold on? What do the Twins do? Have they slumped? Do the Red Sox win? I mean, they're still fighting. I mean, they got the Jays, right? I mean, who's left on their schedule they got to compete against? Here comes the Tigers. Listen, I got the Tiger 80.5. It's going to be close. They got 73. They got the Rockies for 3. I mean, you should really sweep the Rockies. I sweep here, that's 76. They got the Orioles at home. They can take one from the Orioles. The Orioles are not playing good ball right now. At Kansas City, you think they get one? Can we get one? I mean, I had written this off as a loss because they'd gotten so bad. But now we got 73 wins. We need 8. A sweep of the Rockies would be nice. Even if you take one from the Orioles, that's 3. Kansas City 4. Orioles 5. Because you'll be on the road for Kansas City and Orioles. If you just grab one, that's 5 wins. You got 3 versus the Rays and 3 versus the White Sox to wrap things up. You have to sweep the Sox. But I don't want to rely on a sweep of the Sox to get 3 wins. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, if we really things go well, we might have this wrapped up by a game against Tampa Bay. Giovanni says the overs in both the Yankees and the Red Sox may work again today with Stroman. I'm not a Stroman. Stroman's second half collapses are real. The guy struggles in the second half of the season, and I'm already on the Baltimore over 9 there in that game. Michael B. I'll go back to the Kansas City team to over 3.5 today. Yes, Stroman stinks. Kind of on first 5 at the Royals. Can't trust the bullpen. Yeah, I had the Royals full game yesterday, but I had the over as well. And I had the Mets. I had a nice 2 in one day. Michael B. says Mets money line today. Yep, I can do that. Mets just win. Peterson's on the mound. 15-2. Yeah, I agree. It's a good price. Butler to get a double is plus 330. Thank you, Timothy. Dane says the Motor City Kitties first 3 innings money line. First 3. I like the Tigers today. Tony C says nothing against the Dodgers. They're just not playing their best, and the Cubbies are playing pretty well right now. Baseball is all about playing the numbers. Give me the +1. You have to. How are you trusting the Dodgers? The guy's coming off the injured list, and it's not just the Dodgers, right? I say this about every guy coming off Yu Darvish is today coming off an injury. You want to take Yu Darvish off an injured list? I mean, at least that one's a pick 'em. Dodger Yanks will both get bounced in the first round. Give me the Friars and the Stros. I agree. D-backs first 5. A little D-back first 5 action here. Arizona versus the Rangers, Gallen and Evaldi. Had Guardians money line yesterday. Wow. You're I mean, what am I going to say to this? Let's lay 200 on the road versus the White Sox? Come on, Nathan. Yes, I can't wait to watch Holmes come into the games. The Yankee bullpen is a problem. Padres have to see it to believe in. The Stros old, and I don't love the manager. The Stros are old, but they win games. They get there. And the Padres part is more of like, who saw them coming this year, right? The other years they were hyped up, trade, spending money. This year it was kind of like all Dodgers talk. The Dodgers, it's the Dodgers. Here we go. And here are the Padres lurking. I mean, they are a game back. What are they in? Well, they have they're 1.5 game lead in the wild card. Arizona's on their heels. I mean, they're a couple games back of the Dodgers right now. Mets in the wild card. Braves looking in. And here come the Cubbies, 5 back. Putting it together. You're right about the Dodgers. You're right about the Patriots. Dodgers played that all last season. It was pretty automatic. But you got to take it like when these lines come out. Don't wait because it was 40. It comes down. You got to get on these unders right away. Like I said, to be fair to Watson, the Browns are missing both starting tackles. He was running for his life the whole game. Mike Reed did not look sharp. Not at all. He didn't look sharp last year either. Mets money line and under the runs, Nathan says. I agree with the Mets money line. I don't know about under because Bassett could give up some runs. Watson is done. Wilson is done. Rodgers is done. It happens. This is why the NFL is terrible because he's, Watson, he had a good year in Houston, whatever. Wilson is hurt. The guy threw 26 touchdown passes last year. It's not like he had 40 interceptions. He's hurt. And Rodgers, again, I like the under because both teams had defenses. And I got a guy who hadn't played in a year. Why not thinking under? So let's see what they do against 10. Again, I won't be shocked if this is a close game anyway. I like Tennessee. I like Minnesota. Teams off Monday nights. Physical game. And it was close. Guys been banged up. Short week. Yeah. The only total overreaction I'll go with is that the Carolina Panthers are really bad. I don't think the Lions look good either, Sean. Neither did the Rams. Their defenses get – you know what? And I had the over in that game, and it was not even close. And now that, what's his name? Naku is out for the Rams. This is what I said when I was talking about the Bears under their win total getting, 5, 6, 7 games. The Rams had to be healthy. And a week into the season – they lose a top guy. Darnold's defense, exactly. But where's the quarterback play coming from? I like Arizona this week because Murray, when he's healthy, the kid looks good and he can generate offense. We love Tua. I know people love Tua and Hurts, and that Love is out, and come on. Joe Burrow starts slow. These quarterback play is atrocious. Quarter grabbing over 7. Padres Mariner game. Kirby and Darvish at this point are just names. Neither look sharp. Darvish again, second start off the injured list. The guy pitched 2 innings last game, give up a bunch of runs. I like Seattle at home here. Mike Efson and Hashimoto makes a return tonight. Cubs on 7 in a row. Thoughts? What are we thinking about here, right? You should not be thinking about taking a 150, 160 Yamamoto here with the Dodgers. No, it's the Cubbies. Take the Cubbies as a dog. Ryan says, I got Mets, Phillies, Braves, and one more team today. For your 4-teamer? Mets, Phillies, and the Braves. I like Seattle. I want to fade Darvish. Tony C says, O's and Red Sox not winning over last 10. Yeah, had the over last night. We'll like it again today. All about the numbers. Give me a break, he says. Team money. Not loving numbers right now. Overreaction Monday. It's just week 1 where people and teams are done. I could say the Panthers are done. Twins run line time with Pablo Lopez pitching -112. The Angels to me is, Griffin, gas can, Ing. So sure. Run line that one. I agree. The truth, new kickoff roll seem to make higher scoring games. Every team basically starts at the 30. Yes. That's what the numbers played out. I think scoring's up a little bit. Tennessee's a college team at this point, and the Panthers are a disgrace. I don't know if Tennessee's even a college team. Just some. You can't. But again, if you're going to make fun of Tennessee, can you make fun of the Bears? What'd that guy do? And you know what? I covered with the Colts getting 2.5. Their quarterback had 9 completions. Terrible quarterback play. Michael says the Panthers are done. All right, Ryan Page is in the chat. Richie P was in the chat. Giovanni Scarambola was in the chat. You guys all went 4-1, so you're advancing to the next week. These are the games. So write them down. Think about it. You got the Thursday to enter them in. Just you 3 and Gas Station Sushi have 1. That is it. All right. I got the Royals over again tonight here, 8.5. Cashed it yesterday, 2-0 yesterday with the Mets and the over here. We're down 9.25. The site, we go 2-1. No Ruby props. We go 3-3 yesterday plus $75. We're up almost $2,200. No college football official right now in the chat for this week, but we do have teaser Tuesdays. Ready. College football is Memphis, Purdue, and Colorado State. All big doggies again. 2-0 on the season. And in the NFL, we're going home dogs. We're making home dogs in Dallas, Kansas City, and the Texans. I'm not sold on the Saints putting up 47. I'm not really sold on Dallas, but if you're gonna tell me the Saints are gonna come in here and win by a field goal or more, I'm gonna disagree. Same with the Chiefs. Besides the fact I get extra rest, they looked really good. Cincy didn't look really good, and they're motivated to beat a team that's actually beat them. +4. Who's coming in beating the Chiefs by a touchdown? Doesn't happen all that often. And the Texans. Texans first half. Texans. So I told you take the Texans -3, 3.5. Yeah, it's a touchdown now. How'd that work out, folks? What are we doing? What are we doing? Stop it. Get some help, as we say. Adding a Witt total bases +105 a Ribby. Worth it. Yes, definitely a Ribby prop. I had a Ribby prop last time with him. Best of luck, Tony C. Backstage tattoo. Horrible pick last night, Jets. Yep, bad. King D, have a good one. Injured player theory, CMC not active. I jumped on the Niners -3. Good number of 3. You know what? The one guy came out and said, I knew Friday I was starting. I don't know if he knew he was starting. Would he think he was going to get more reps because we knew he was questionable anyway? We knew that on Thursday that he was still kind of banged up. Jets are 4. Do not take the Jets in Tennessee. Do not take the Niners in Minnesota. I'm not taking favorites on the road off Monday night short weeks. Don't do it. Mike F. Bills are +2 now. The Bills are 1-2 the last 3 years as underdogs. 3 times as an underdog, they are 1-2. Backstage is Titans money. I can't do it. I went 3-8, 3-9 this weekend. I had a terrible weekend. No totals. I couldn't hit a total. The dogs I had lost. So it wasn't a good one for me. Was not a good one. I mean, I had Baltimore doggy loser. Colts, I end up with a win by a half. Tennessee doesn't get gunned. Carolina. Denver doggy loser. Cleveland doggy loser. Jets doggy loser. And I had Cleveland as a dog, not when they went off as a fave. The only fave I had, Chargers -3 got there. No totals hit for me. 2 unders and an over. Couldn't get any of them. So we got to back to the grind. Back to it for next week. And I'm already 3, 6, 9, 10, what am I, 10 games deep next week. And every game that I talked about here, it has moved since look at lines. Perfect parlay was Arizona State Sun Devils -3 in KC, which I would have taken. Well, yeah, that's always good to do. Could have took a wild flyer in the Rangers to win the World Series last year. Could be a billionaire. Titans going to beat the Jets. Backstage had 2 things. They beat them. I don't know about that. I'll definitely be interested in taking them +4 for week 2. Backstage sniff and glue with the Titans. Wow. That's a lot coming from T-Money, who's a money line lover. Loves taking these kind of dogs. I mean, this is the guy who's taken Colorado on the money line. Allen undefeated versus Miami and Bills Mafia travels. Bills money line. They're +2. Short week. They didn't look good the first half. All right, second half. Miami didn't look all that great all game. It's a night game, so it won't be too hot. Won't be too humid. Won't be too nasty. You got to lean a little Miami here. I think that's an edge Miami. Actually, I shouldn't say that. No, I'm just torn. I want to take Miami. Because the other one who looked worse than – I know they got down early to Arizona. Buffalo did. But I'm saying edge Miami here. Short week. Line's gone up. People think they take the Bills. But I kind of like the Bills' balance this year. It sounds like they're not just chucking it all over. It's Allen and the run game. I haven't bet this one. I don't know if I'm going to bet this one. Colorado money line, yeah. He did. He liked Colorado money line against Nebraska. I wouldn't lay with Rodgers on a can, though. No, he's not laying on her. Not on a short week. I like Lopez over 2 walks. What things going from Minnesota? I think he may get frustrated. They've been slumping, Gary. Jets stink. Natty's money line versus the Braves. I don't hate it. The Braves have – they're not making the playoffs. Terrible. First glance, Miami and expect to shoot out Buffalo and keep up with the Fins. I think they can because I think they're going to run the ball. Yeah, I don't think I'm betting this game. Titans will run the ball and Levi run. No. This would be just a strictly situational spot where I'm taking Tennessee because the Jets and San Fran and Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota with it because 2 teams are underdogs at home off the Monday night games. I got Colorado State this week, Sean. You sweat out the Jets this season with Druggy Rogers. I'm already on Colorado State. I got Colorado State plus a tidy 9.5. Bills plus 3.5 a lock for Backstage is getting a 3.5. Where'd you get? Would you buy it Backstage? What book had the 3.5? I did look at lines last Wednesday on this game, and it was 2 all over, 1.5s. You got a 3.5. Buying a point. So you got a 3. All right. Bills plus 3.5. Lock. Putting that up there with the Dodger run line lock. Colorado State should be juicy. They really shouldn't. Colorado State should beat these guys, and Deion should be – well, he's not getting fired. He's just going to leave after this year. T-Money says, Nathan, you're laughing, but you aren't a better than me, so don't do that. Wow, here comes – we're attacking. T-Money, he's angry today. He's not on the devil's lettuce. He's not smoked up, having a nice laid-back morning. He wants to come out here and start fighting. I didn't watch the whole Jets game, but when I did, Rodgers did not look okay. Niners dominated time possession. Well, that's the thing. They couldn't get off the field, the Jets. This vaunted defense who likes to talk crap like they're the best thing ever. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's an overreaction. I guess it's an overreaction because the defense that thinks they're good got manhandled. All you heard about was a new offensive line for the Jets. And they got embarrassed. Well, 2.5. It's 2 right now. So, I mean, what book are you using that you got a 3 at? I didn't see 3s anywhere. I mean, I had a 1.5. Oh, way better, and a speller. There we go. There it goes. Here comes the craziness. I'm gonna go do Dan's rants later, so I'll tweet that out if you want to come to the Dan Rants show. Rodgers looks solid, is where I'm going with that. You think he looks solid? Can't overreact to week 1, people. Rodgers didn't play it all preseason. Niners good defense. Yes. East Coast to West Coast. Listen, it's the first game of the season. You shouldn't have a problem here. East Coast to West Coast. Stop that. Number 1. Stop that. Rodgers play. Why we were on the under? Because he didn't play preseason. He didn't play last year, and it's a good defense on both sides of the ball. So you figured it would be low scoring. You didn't expect the Niners to just maul the Jets, which is what they did. That's embarrassing. But am I running a bet the Jets to bounce back after a bad loss? And technically you're supposed to play the loser and bet on and fade the winner Monday night. They're favored on the road. I'd rather take both dogs. T1 says, sure knows me well. I'm out riding, batting some Chinese food. Yes. Please check Allen's record versus Miami. He's been here for a while. Buffalo is 9-1 versus Miami. The one loss, if I remember correctly, was like that end of the game kind of nonsense. They kind of blew that game. Right? They had some kind of thing at the end. 42-63, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns in that loss. 21-19. 19 points he threw for 400 yards, no interceptions. No interceptions. They had 4 fumbles, 1 lost fumble. So that was just ridiculous. 40-minute time of possession, they couldn't punch it in. 9-1. 21-14, 48-20, 34-31, 32-29, 26-11, 35-0, 56-26, 31-28, 37-20. I mean, and those I'm pretty sure all Josh Allen games. But the line is, it's not 3.5. You have a 3.5 rando. I mean, there's 2s everywhere. All right, we're going to start these guys. Jets are what they are, 10-win, barely making a playoff kind of team. I think, I don't know if they're barely making the playoffs. We got to say these other teams hold up. I'm saying when it goes to 2.5, you buy a point, make it 5. You think this line's going to go up to 2.5 and 3? I think this line is going to come down. It already went up from 1.5 to 2. It's not going to go to 3. Buffalo will most likely win the game straight up. They are 1-2 in underdogs the last 3 years. They are 1-2, and they're an underdog. They are 1-2. Memphis is a dog against Florida State. Such a heavy favorite. I should say I'm going to get them being favored. I'm not done, but Memphis might smoke them out bad. I'll take the points with Memphis because until I see Florida State do something, how do you have faith in them? You can't. Oh, here, come on, Nathan. 10 wins a good season for the Jets. Exactly. I think people in New York, you could think the Jets would be a Super Bowl team. Yes. People think the Jets are a Super Bowl team. That's why you brought in Aaron Rodgers and all these guys. What are you talking about? Why would you bring in Aaron Rodgers? Just to make the playoffs? The guy's 40 years old. What are you doing? No, this is to win a Super Bowl. Plenty. Mike B. Did and do just come. See, I don't know where this is. Oh, is this where people picking the Jets to be in a Super Bowl? Yes. Well, I'm getting out of here as well. Week 2 NFL picks. For what, the Thursday night? Yes, I know what you're talking about for the Buffalo. All I'm saying is that the line was 1.5 and went to 2. You got a rando 3 and bought it to 3.5, I don't think the line goes to 3. I think it's going to go back down to 1.5 before it goes to 3. Or to 2.5. I think it goes 1.5 before 2.5, so I should say. All right. I'm going to roll on out of here. Dan's Rants, I will tweet that out on my Twitter. If you want to watch that, we're talking NFL Week 2. Dan's Rants. I think he got a new Twitter handle because I just started refollowing him. He was at 50 followers. He just reactivated his account. But he does YouTube. He's got a lot of stuff on YouTube. Dan's Rants. There you go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We got a couple more comments. Let's get in here. Week 2 picks. Tampa Bay +7 against the Lions. I don't hate it. Colts -3. Listen, I got the Colts +4.5, I think. What did I get? I got Colts +5 on Gambler's World. I just don't like it at 3. I know we have a backup quarterback I don't want to get involved in. I got a good number early. Now, not so much. Chargers under against Carolina, yes. Nathan is still yelling at T-Money going back and forth. Giants +3.5. I don't have anything to do with the Giants. Probably an over in this game. Over. Giants commies. Cincy buying up to a 7. I get it. I think they, again, if you had it at 3, 3.5 would it open when I talked about and look at lines, it'd be one number. 7. Not really interested in a 7 spot. I'll be back tomorrow with more winners. Have a good Tuesday. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And hit the like button on the way out of the YouTube channel. Well, I got 16 likes. I love it. Thanks for watching.